Good morning, Wreckers, and happy Friday. Hope everyone had a really good week. We had some great stuff that happened with the Wreckers, but obviously some unsettling events in our country this week, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that and give you my take on it as I started to think about it. In our last two podcasts, Coach Barry Beatty and Coach Ian Tapso both talked about, the idea of inclusion, right? And they mentioned, saying hi to people in the hallways and little things like that. And I took that to a broader, idea. And we talk about, this side or that side, who's got to change, who's got to do things differently. And then I started to think about, me, what do I need to do differently? And what these coaches talked about, and I want to talk to two different groups, the teenagers that follows us and also the parents. So the teenagers, they talked about saying hi to people in the hallways. And it might be something very simple, right, that maybe you do or you don't do, but it's about really inclusion, right? So we all have the people that we kind of, hang out with more, and maybe that we see we're closer to. But think about, saying hi or maybe talking or including some of the people that don't think like you, or maybe, look different than you or belong to a different group than you. So try to understand them. Try to strike up a conversation or some type of relationship, and that just might be something that might change not only their world but also your world, and just look at things differently. And that might be just something that you can do as you try to change the environment we're in. And then I know to all the adults and parents that follow us for our coverage, think about the message that we as parents are sending to our kids. When we ourselves have our own little groups, our own people that we hang out with that maybe just think like us and look like us or act like us, and how can we do to maybe strike up a conversation or start saying hi or develop a friendship with someone that maybe doesn't belong to our group or maybe does not look like us, and that just might be the message that this new generation needs as well. So I want to challenge you, to start with yourself, change. Maybe that's where we start, is to just really change in ourselves, and then that might be just the change we need in the world to just be kinder to one another. But again, it's not about what everybody else is doing, it's about what I can do. So it's always about, you think globally but you act locally. So let's put that challenge on. Let's try to make at least our little world a little bit better by just being kinder to everyone and really trying to just change the way that we are. And that just might, it might be a little step, but it could have some really great results. So yeah, it's Friday. We got football started this week. It's going to be great. We had some great wins by the soccer teams, field hockey, volleyball. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys continue to follow the coverage. We're going to keep going. It's going to be a lot of fun. So again, enjoy the weekend, enjoy the games, have a lot of fun, and remember, I challenge you to do something different this week. And just be kinder to one another. And I want to leave you with this thought. If you want to make a change, we have to look at ourselves and start with us. Be kind to everyone, be positive, always get after it, and go Wreckers!